Go Cowboys! Go Cowboys! Hell yeah!
All right, welcome back to the show. We got a great show planned for you guys. We have the coach of our alma mater, the George West athletic director and head football coach, Coach Brent Bennett. The Longhorns are riding a 4-game win streak. Okay?
Booyah.
Maybe not expected of George West this year. They were not picked to finish at the top of the district, but they just beat the number 1 team in the district on the road in Odem against the Owls. Who names their team the Owls? Terrible name. That's what they get. So, being that they beat Odem, from what we saw, Dustin, I think they are the team to beat. Okay? But we got an interview with them here in a little bit. We'll get to that here in a second. But first, we want to talk about Dustin's Texas Longhorns. Austin, do you want to talk about Dustin's Texas Longhorns?
You started off, Austin.
I do not.
Okay. Well,
No?
you got the floor, Dustin. You got the floor.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Well, obviously it was a rough start offensively. Quinn was off. He was off like the whole game pretty much. The only way they got him going was the screen game, just the quick game stuff. But fortunately, the defense, we actually have the number 1 defense in the country right now, points per game. I don't know if anybody's aware of that, but as statistically, we have the number 1 defense in the country.
Breaking news.
And, got it rolling. They forced a turnover. Got a touchdown. Silas Bolden made maybe the play of the game. It's 7-3, and who was it? Trey Wisner's going into the end zone. They pop it loose, and the guy's blocking at the line of scrimmage. That's one of those like culture plays. He goes and freaking runs 52 yards and recovers the fumble for a touchdown, makes it 14-3. And I think that was just the momentum swing that was needed to kind of catapult Texas. The next drive, they go out there and they force another fumble and make it 21-3, and it was pretty much just over after that. Oklahoma couldn't do diddly-poo offensively.
Diddly-poo.
That's right.
He just said that.
Okay,
Yeah. Are you going to take that, Scott? Hear what he said about the Longhorns? Did you hear what he said about the
He
Sooners?
said they're diddly-poo.
That's the words he used.
Couldn't do diddly-poo
That was
offensively.
that was a kindergarten insult.
No,
that was a great
you
one.
never seen that old Jim Mora insult when he said that?
No,
It's
but
true.
that he went kindergarten insult. And it was a good one. It's original.
Still no cussing on the podcast, but
Yeah.
I said shit earlier.
Oh yeah, we're not supposed to curse because we had the interview with Coach Bennett on here, so we'll try to keep it.
okay, diddly-poo.
Yeah.
Yeah, look up Jim Mora. He said that. We couldn't do diddly-poo offensively.
He said playoffs.
Yeah, he said that too. Yeah, but, that was just an ass-kicking all the way through, pretty much.
Yeah. OU's offense could not get anything going, man.
No.
They get an interception beginning of the game. Can't put it. Did he miss the field goal? The first.
Yeah, they missed
the first field goal.
Yeah.
And then from then on, it was just downhill.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't really watch the second half. It was pretty clear who was going to win the game. Sad that it was a blowout because the whole Red River rivalry thing. So, but Scott, what do you got to say about it?
Hold on. Before that, Scott said on the podcast, if OU gets 2 turnovers in the first half, they have a shot.
We didn't.
They got one.
They got one.
Yeah, we only had
They
one.
got one.
Wait,
That's why.
isn't Scott wearing a dress because OU lost?
Ooh.
No.
What happened?
Oh, no, because they didn't cover the spread. They didn't even cover the spread. Yeah, that was the
Oh,
deal.
They did not cover
No,
the
but
spread.
That was the deal.
You didn't freaking ask, or you didn't.
Yeah, you weren't.
Yeah,
a man
you were
enough
scared.
anyways,
No,
I
bullshit.
wouldn't have
But
agreed
James
to
made
it.
us agree to it.
I didn't make y'all do
No.
anything.
Okay, did he?
Yeah, I know.
You want to
That's
make
what
a
they make
real
me sound
bet.
like.
Cover the spread against Georgia.
Oh, there we go.
Why don't y'all
Let's
worry
go.
about covering the spread in your next 6 games of
Well,
the
because our
season?
whole offense is hurt,
I was say they're playing with a backup quarterback.
and we got a freshman
What?
quarterback.
No,
who's
they
a
benched their
freaking-
quarterback.
I don't even know why.
This guy's
they
still a
freaking-
backup, isn't he?
Yeah, but they bench him because their
Yeah.
starting quarterback sucks.
Okay, but this guy's a freshman or a sophomore?
He's a true freshman.
True freshman. 18-year-old going against the number 1 team in the country. I'd say that's a little bit of a disadvantage, but hey,
Hey, without your top 5 receivers too.
yeah.
I agree. But bottom line is they benched their quarterback.
Next man up, like you say, Scott. Next man up.
Mixed.
Next man up.
They told Dylan Gabriel to kick rocks, and they sent him to Oregon. They could have kept him.
And look how it turned out for him. Just knocked off Ohio State.
Ooh.
Yep.
Listen,
Damn, Scott.
Is there anything else about this Texas OU game? I don't think there's much to say other than just an ass drumming.
Yeah.
Okay.
Scott,
do you have anything?
Scott, what's OU's
Yeah.
Outlook for the next year or this year? Like, are they going to make the playoffs or
No, are you kidding me?
are they going to make a bowl game?
Yeah, the fucking
The Kraft Fight Hunger Bowl,
tampon bowl.
I'm being serious. They might not make a bowl game.
the Pop Tarts
Yeah,
Bowl.
I don't think we are.
Really?
I mean, look at their schedule. Their schedule's brutal to finish the year.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, they do got a tough schedule. But anyway, the other big game, Ohio State and Oregon. This was a great game.
Lost us a bunch of money.
This was a great game. Oregon just was hanging in there the whole game, just kind of going ahead and losing the lead over and over, back and forth, back and forth. Now, tell me if this is true because I really didn't look into it, but there was a play that Dan Lanning did with the whole 12-man on the field thing. Explain that to me.
It's true.
It's true. So he put an extra man out there so they would get the 5-yard penalty, but they were able to snap it and run a play and waste four seconds.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I guess the big thing about that is that they waste that 4 seconds. You know, what's his name? Who's their quarterback?
Gabriel?
Gabriel.
Dylan Gabriel?
No, Ohio State.
Oh, that's
He's from Kansas State.
yes, Will Howard.
Will Howard, he slides at the 1 second mark. Had they had those 4 seconds, they get to call that timeout, kick that field goal. So that was IQ level fucking 1,000, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Is that something that obviously he did it on purpose, right?
Yeah. Well, they said apparently after the game, he said, yeah, they did it on purpose.
That's crazy, dude. Who would have thought of that? That's almost as crazy as that NFL rule where they put their feet out of bounds and they fucking they touched the ball.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's like another genius level IQ play. But yeah, no, I thought that was pretty awesome. Ohio State, this knocks them probably to what, mid top 10, maybe 6, 7.
They're number 4.
Yeah, they're still 4.
So
They're
they'll
number 4.
Oh, so they dropped from what, 2 to 4?
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
Mm-hmm.
they'll still make the playoff. It played into that thing again. The whole Pac-12 joining the Big Ten. The team on the road has been covering.
What is it?
That's very true.
It's I think 2-7 now. Traveling
To the
2
west?
time zones.
Yes, the home team is
Yes.
covering the spread. I think in the last 4 or 5 games,
Outright.
outright winning.
Yes, I think
Well-
it's 2-7.
Yeah, but didn't USC lose?
Yeah. USC lost.
USC
but
lost,
they
but
were
they-
home dogs.
Yeah, but what I'm
go-
saying
they-
is Penn State went over there though and won.
Yes.
We're talking about the home team is usually winning these games.
Correct, yeah.
Yeah.
No,
So-
traveling from the Midwest to the West Coast.
Yeah. Well, against the spread, they're 0 whatever.
Or
whatever
even
it
the
is.
Northeast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Penn State, that's all the way across the country.
Yeah.
So that was a pretty rough travel for them too.
Was it technically a push? Because it was 3, right?
I thought it was 3.5.
No,
Or was,
Ohio State was favored.
It was 3. No,
We're
we're talking about Penn
the
State.
State
USC.
USC. I thought it was 3.5.
Yeah, I think you're right, actually. It was.
I think it was 3.5.
Two fucking.
That was a hell of a game, too, man.
Yeah, no, there was
don't know
good
if it's-
games. I like this. I like these Pac-12 teams joining the Big Ten. It's
Yeah.
good. It's gonna make it competitive.
That tight end, they say he had 17 catches for 200 and something yards.
Yeah,
the
something
Penn
like
State
that.
tight end was insane.
And another Ole Miss lost again to LSU. Ole
That
Miss
was
got
a
knocked off
hellacious
again
game,
too
dude.
in overtime. Ole Miss ahead the whole game, losing overtime like that. Man, that was another rough one.
What they say? Brian Kelly's 15-0 now at night games or something like that.
LSU is.
Or LSU's
LSU
15-0 in night games.
And night games are
Yeah,
must bet.
Yeah,
and then Tennessee almost got knocked off at
Yeah,
Florida.
that was.
Or was it in Tennessee? It was in Tennessee.
It was in Tennessee.
It
Yeah,
was in Tennessee.
yeah, that was a hell of a game.
I would say as far as entertainment wise, college football is whipping the NFL's ass this year. I know it's college. We're all pro football dudes, but college football has been way more entertaining, way more terrible for bettors this year in college football. But man, it's gonna be that throws a wrench, and I have no idea who's gonna be in these top 12. This top 12 for the whole college football playoff now. No clue what's gonna happen. We need to redo it, and I'll go back and look what we did. Remember, we did record something on there. I never
Yeah.
posted it though.
Yeah.
I want to see what it's going to look like.
I'm
compared
throwing.
to-
I'm throwing Texas
Hey,
State back in
how
there.
How about Bama? Freaking
Yeah.
squeaking by
Mhm.
South Carolina.
Another one,
Dude,
too.
They South Carolina literally pissed that game away.
Yeah.
I want to say they had 2. I know for sure one. It fumbled exchange from the quarterback to the running back. Literally, just gave it to Alabama. That's the only reason they won that game.
And then Vanderbilt also won again. On the road.
Yeah.
Okay.
On
They
the
were
road.
13-point underdogs at Kentucky. Ended up winning, I think, by with 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, they won.
Like 10 points, maybe.
Yeah, I think so. Let's see.
So is Vandy a favorite to make the college football playoff?
No.
They can do it. They
No way.
Just to make it is what
They
I'm
have
saying.
one
No
get
fucking
this.
way.
They have one non-conference loss. No. Yeah, against Georgia State. And they don't. I think they're undefeated in conference play.
Damn.
They're still in the hunt. I mean,
Texas A&M could still make it too, though.
Yep, exactly.
It's going to be shaking up.
4-2.
It'll be shaking up.
Once
pretty
we beat Texas,
Where's that?
oh, we're locked.
As far as our college football bets went, another bad week for us. Pretty rough. I think we're still trying to get the hang of it. What is it, week 7? We'll get the hang of it
más o menos.
by week 10?
By the playoffs.
Army still undefeated. I saw that too. What other big games happened?
Let's see here.
Texas State still didn't work.
Oh, okay. Texas State. They won, correct?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So what are they now? They're 4-2?
Mm-hmm.
That can't.
The
Kansas State, Colorado.
Colorado was great too. Yeah,
That was a hell of a game.
that was one.
Yeah,
bet
I know.
we got right.
Cost us a bunch of money.
What?
Why?
Colorado.
Oh, I took the over on it. The over hit.
No, our live betting.
Oh yeah, our live bet. No, I actually, we covered twice. What are you talking about?
No.
Oh, he told you the wrong one.
One of them fucked us.
No, the only one that hurt us was the money line, the actual money line. I bet the live spread 2 different times during that game,
Really?
and hit it twice, like as it updated. And I accidentally bet the alternative spread when I thought I bet the money line, like a little blurred vision betting it at 1-8.
No, Scott had said to take the over in that game, and they were. It looked like the over wasn't going to hit, but then the last 5 minutes there was like 3 or 4 touchdowns.
You know, that game was crazy.
Avery Johnson, that was a clutch ass pass, 50-yard touchdown, game winner. Colorado is slipping again. They started out hot last year too. Now they're
Wasn't there like a pass interference or something that they didn't call?
Yeah,
So?
that the very last drive. Yeah, it looked like a very obvious pass interference that Kansas State had, and they didn't call it. And that was like the last play of the game for Colorado. Well, the last play of the series.
maybe fixed, dude. Just like the California Miami game. That targeting.
You know what I've noticed is the freaking SEC refs are so much better than the Big 12 refs. Like it's crazy. Like seeing from like Texas to now, like what they're doing now. Like they couldn't buy a holding call last year.
They're going to put the best refs in the SEC because I mean usually SEC rules college football or has the past few years, so that might be a thing.
Still does.
Okay. Do you want to get the interview now, or are we going to go pro football first?
Get to the interview.
Y'all can do the interview?
Yeah, we're gonna do the interview.
Okay.
Okay, but when we get back on the other side, we'll talk more pro football. We'll talk the Dallas Cowboys, which was on everybody's punchline today. What a terrible loss at home.
You say donkey punch?
0-3. 0-3 at home this year their opponents are averaging what, 38 points a game this year against them. So, Dustin, it's okay, dude. It's okay. We're gonna get into it.
Don't cry.
Yeah. We're going to get with the interview with Coach Bennett. Coach Bennett was nice enough to sit down with us and talk a little football. Like I said, Georgia West 4-2, 4-game winning streak. Hopefully the favorites to win their district this year. We will try to go to another one of their games. We'll definitely see them in the playoffs, though. But enjoy the interview. It's coming out right now. Okay, please welcome to the show leader of the Georgia West Longhorns, coming off a trip down 37 in which they dominated 3A district. 16 favorite Odem 43-16. Good, yeah. Amanda's kind of flipped the script of the Longhorn football as of late. 4-2, 4 in a row, correct, Coach? 4 wins in a row.
Yes.
The new
Yes, sir.
favorite, like I said, 3A District 16, and now a reoccurring guest, Georgia West head football coach and AD coach Brent Bennett. There you go. He's back. You're a friend now since you're a recurring guest, so you're stuck in this friendship.
First one.
Yeah. Well, no, Coach Alvarez came on twice. How you doing, Coach? You doing good?
Yes, sir. Very good.
Still in the office. No holidays, huh? You don't take holidays off, huh?
Not right now.
Can't do it this time of the year. All right.
No.
First off, before we start, we got a little bone to pick with you, okay?
Okay.
All right. Now, listen. We got all this stuff from Ganado. We got stuff from Wymer. We got all this junk. I mean, we appreciate it.
My new favorite hat.
Yeah,
is
we
from
appreciate
Ganado.
everything here, but we're all from George West. We bleed blue. I mean, what's up? What's up with us not having any Longhorn gear here? I mean, I got a 3 Rivers football here for God's sake.
Office 2 weeks ago, all you had to do was grab something out of the box. It was there.
Yeah,
y'all were there.
yeah, that would have gone well.
Y'all were
Would have-
y'all were literally feet away from all the swag.
Hey, our mom taught us different. Like you said last time, we were raised right. Longhorns, okay. But yeah, we're gonna have to do something about that.
I'll get you something. Yes,
Yeah.
we'll have to get y'all hooked up.
And please, like, get this guy a long sleeve shirt. He's been
That's all I
crying
want. All I want is a
about
long
every
sleeve
coach.
shirt.
He wants a long sleeve shirt or a hoodie or
It's
something.
about to be cold.
Yeah,
I gotta
What
wear
size?
this. Large.
a large.
Large,
Triple X.
Triple X.
triple
Yeah.
X.
All the sizes. I don't care. I wear it to
Yeah.
bed.
Well, don't get greedy. Don't get
Yeah.
greedy. We've been there twice. Walked away with nothing. Maybe we get one thing this time.
So that's y'all gotta come back for another game now.
Yeah, we will. Hey, okay. So other than that, tell us about that big win, Coach. Odem was obviously the favorite there. Y'all go in there and on the road and y'all smack them in their own house. So
Yep,
tell us how y'all got up for that game.
How we got up? Man, we do what we do. We didn't have to. Our locker room, the environment of the locker room is completely different compared to any year I've been here. And from the outside looking in, yes, Odom was the favorite within our walls, within our buildings. We were pretty confident in our ability to go out and execute and walk away with a win. How we played. I don't know if you could have scripted it out any better. The message to the kids last week was go face the opponent and physically dominate them and on Thursday night and Saturday and Friday night, and I feel that we did that. We proved that, and offensively, rushed the ball for 11.2 yards a carry. Anytime you do that, you're going to win. We were quarterback was awesome. As usual, Tegan's been great for us. The other night he threw about 60%. The balls we didn't complete were he made one bad decision. Other than that, everything was on. We had one ball that wasn't on target. Everything else was on target. And great decisions and good timing. And our skill kids, they did a tremendous job of making plays when we didn't have. You rush the ball for 11 yards carry, you're not going to throw the ball very much. When we did, they made the plays that we needed to make. Offensively, I think the turning point in the game was probably the last 25 seconds of the first half. We throw a trick play, little reverse pass for a touchdown, get a late hit on the quarterback on that play, which put the ball at 15 on the kickoff. We go onside kick, take 2 shots at the end zone, don't get it, and Adam goes out and bangs I don't remember, 29-yarder, 31-yarder. So we get 10 points in 25 seconds defensively. But the D line played really well.
Yeah.
Odem's offensive line, the same thing. It was yes, what the game plan was. The game plan was, 2 great rush offenses, and two really good rush defenses. And it was going to be what side of the ball could control the run game the best. And I thought that we won both those battles. Defensively, we played really good. Odem found some weaknesses of us that we've got to clean up and fix and get better at, and that's what we went to work today to do. And special teams wise, we won the special. The only thing we did wrong, we gave up an onside, a little surprise onside kick. Other than that, we did a great job, return game, coverage game, all that stuff. So I was tickled pink. I really was. Kids played super well and dominated the game, in my opinion.
Awesome. Yeah, no, we were at your buddy old Josh Irvin's game. He invited us down there and we were checking that score. We're like, man, they're gonna pull it out. Real quick though, your kicker, what's his name? Adam
Duran.
Adam Duran. Okay, well, it's been said that the best kicker to come out of George West is this man in the orange right here. Okay, in recent memory. Yeah, they say this guy greatest field goal percentage in George West. Do you have the longest field goal in George West history?
I don't know if it's the longest. I attempted
What is it?
40. I made a 42-yard. That's the longest we ever attempted. But I mean, I don't know.
Did you make it?
I don't know what the longest is. Like, I've never seen a record book or anything. But yeah, I made it. But
Adam's there.
what?
Last year, Adam, I'm gonna go. It's been a long time since I looked at it. I think Adam hit a 42 and a 45. His dad's
there
gonna
you go.
jump on me.
Okay.
Uh,
We should
we
have
haven't-
asked
I-
him first.
Yeah, everything this year's been under 40, and it's not that we haven't been in a position to kick anything 40 plus. I don't think.
Yeah.
Y'all been scoring
I don't
touchdowns. That's
think.
why I think.
That's
Okay.
yeah. We like those touchdowns.
Yes, sir.
Off subject. Can he kick for the Packers?
Huh? Maybe.
Because we cannot make a 42 yarder at all.
Well, we want to have I even told Dustin while we're at the game, this kid's got a leg, so we're gonna set something up. Dustin says he still got it, so I mean, we're gonna see. we're gonna line him up. You know,
Kick
best
off.
out of 10, something like that.
Yeah, go kick off.
Yeah, we'll figure something out like that. Dustin, you're down for it, right?
It doesn't
We can do something this offseason.
Yeah, you're gonna have to stretch him
Yeah,
up for about an hour.
he's gonna tear a groin or something.
Yeah, maybe. Oh, yeah, no, he does have a big leg. There's no doubt about that. Those kids, Coach, they just from what we've seen, when you let us come to the game a couple weeks ago against Monte Alto, I was telling these guys, kind of just they're the same kids pretty much. They're just a little bit older now. You guys were a younger team last year, but from what I saw last year, like a complete 180. You know, more emotion, more passion on the field in the locker room. What got into these kids? I mean, not that we ever doubted them or anything, but you know, the year last year didn't go how y'all wanted it to go. This year, like I said, y'all started off a little slow, 4-game win streak. You know, what clicked there?
Belief.
Okay.
You know, and this year, even the first 2 games of the year, last year the kids wanted to win. This year the kids expect to win. I think that's the biggest difference. It's the belief, and that ties back into even the offseason program. You started to see the transition early spring last year when the kids they started seeing their numbers go up in the weight room. They started seeing their times go down out on the track. They started seeing the physical change in their body. You know, when they start peeking down at their arms because they see the definition in it. You saw the change happen last off season, and right now it's pure. Those kids, when they walk out, they believe that they're going to win, and I think the biggest thing is not that they're believing that they're going to win. It's they're believing that they can execute at a really, really high level, and so you know when we tackle the ball, we don't just get the ball carried down, we can go punish the ball. You know, when it's not the belief isn't, hey, I can get in front of the guy I'm supposed to block. It's hey, I'm about to go drive you into the ground and embarrass you in front of your mom and your girlfriend. And it's 100% belief.
Hell yeah.
That's it. That's all they need. Believe. You guys, me and Dustin talked about this. You guys, just from an eye test standpoint, I believe you guys passed it. I mean, the kids look, big. They got good size, good speed, consistency. I mean, good size receivers on the outside. I like to name a couple players just to kind of get their names out there. But you got on their outside receivers, Zuniga and O'Neal, I believe. And then you have Cisneros, who's your running back, John Albert. Actually knew him when he was a kid. It's crazy. He's already this old. That's insane. But I want to go back to this to Tegan Collins. Your quarterback, Cade Peters, he was your starter, correct? And then now you're down to the third string. Am I right? Or was he the third string? Or
If you watched our scrimmages, you could say that. We have the thought process kind of going. You know, when Tegan's played quarterback, he was the backup my first year here behind Jake. And then last year we kind of rotated Cade and Tegan. Each one of those kids would play well at times and play bad at times, and neither one of them truly earned the spot. And then just through the course of spring, we felt the best thing for the team was going in, we thought that Tegan was going to play a lot of defense for us, and he could be he's pretty good with the ball in his hands. He's actually really good with the ball in his hands. And so we were kind of transitioning him into a receiver, and a kid that can come off the bench and play some snaps on defense. Obviously, not trying to keep the quarterback off the defensive side of the field. And then Cade went down on day 6, and we knew that T could go back there and do it. We had a sophomore that we were given snaps to, and he ended up on. He had an elbow issue, and the day that happened, Tegan walked back there and he made the decision as easy as possible. He's done everything that we've asked him to do, and he's done it at a really, really high level. There was some cobwebs he had to knock off early, but he's knocked those things off, and he's playing extremely well right now.
Yeah, he looks great out there, man. The game we went to, we didn't see any position. Good arm. Led the receivers perfect. I mean, he's got good vision running too. I noticed that also. Same with the running back. I thought he had good vision too. I sent that. You got that video I sent to you guys, right?
Yes, sir. It was awesome.
Yeah. It's not our best work, but we just did it with our phone and everything. So anyway.
Yeah. Just a couple questions, Coach. So kind of take us through the season, I guess. You said you lost the quarterback in like was it the first scrimmage or the second scrimmage?
So we lost him on day 6, which would have been that first, the first padded practice. We were down on the game field doing our blue-white, and our scrimmages it's more of a practice type. We do a lot of controlled scrimmage in there, and he broke a run, little quarterback run to the right, and just non-contact, and he went down, and so unfortunate for Cade.
Yeah.
But it was great for Tegan.
And then did Tegan start game 1, or when did he?
He did.
He came on. Okay, cool.
Yes, sir.
I was trying to figure out like the kind of the timeline of everything. And then like you said, I kind of had like the cobwebs, and then got it, worked his way through it and got more familiar with the offense, I'm assuming, and it started humming. It seems like the offense kind of really took off game 3 on, like when this winning streak started. What would you say? So like, you brought up like the kind of the culture being changed and the team being more of like a player-led team. Who are kind of some of those guys in the locker room right now, your team captains or your leaders right now, they're kind of, y'all's glue?
A tough question.
I know that 6'6" lineman has to be.
It's the majority of them. These are each kid. We've got kids that are stepping up from a physical standpoint, and we've got kids that they're stepping up from a vocal standpoint. But I'll be honest with you, man, it's you talk about Chris, the big 6'6" kid.
Yeah, I couldn't remember.
You see different parts of practice where I walk, we leave inside hole, and I jog down, they get a little 2-minute break, and he's over there, or Jalen's over there, and they're ripping each other's tail about, hey, we got to be better, we got to do this, we got to do that. So I think it gets back to the what you asked earlier, and the kids were tired of losing.
Yeah.
And they've all kind of taken part of that on their own, and they're all running with it. And so the growth has been tremendous, to sit back and see the kids grow up. I mean, I'm more happy about that than anything. I really am, to see the maturity in the kids and how they're responding. And so,
I felt like that, my senior year in high school, I didn't really feel like we had like one leader. It was kind of like we had a big senior group, and there was a lot of guys that just kind of held each other accountable. It was kind of like how you're describing, like it was just kind of like everybody kind of wanted, like, was like, all right, we just want to go win.
Mm-hmm.
That's bottom line. Like, and we just kind of made it happen. What would you're on, Banchetti this week. What would you say, you're probably up there watching them now, been watching them all weekend. What would you say kind of, some of their strengths and weaknesses or, some things to, look for?
Team speed.
Okay.
Their line of scrimmages are strong.
Okay.
The both sides of their line of scrimmages are strong. They have some skilled kids that are they can match, if not beat, our speed. I've seen them run on the track, and they've got some kids that can flat out fly. I think defensively they do a good job. They like to. It's a high risk, high reward style of defense. They're gonna make some plays. We've got to make more than they do. They're gonna send a ton of dudes at the point of attack. But offensively they've excuse me. Offensively, they've transitioned. Offenses this year, they still kind of do a little bit of the old wishbone style offense, power run offense, a little bit of their double slot option offense. They present a ton of different styles of offense. Then they'll get into a spread offense, and they've got some good jet sweeps, counter schemes, and they give the ball to guys that can run. And then off of that, they are a trick play machine. I don't know. We don't have enough fingers and toes on this Zoom right now to count how many trick plays I've seen. So it's a grab bag of what you're going to get. And so I think their speed's the most scary thing. Speed kills, and they've got plenty of it.
Is it kind of one of those weeks where it's like, don't eat the rat poison type of thing, coming off a big win and,
Don't overlook them.
No, don't overlook, you know what I mean? Like, I get, Banchetti is 2-5, or is that what they are, right?
I
2 and
think
4?
so.
They've been
I
two,
think
they've been
so.
2-5 since we were in high school.
But it's like kind of one of those as a coach, you have to really tell the kids all right, this is the best 2-5 team in the state of Texas. That one of those, you got to really hype them up with those kind of weeks. It's like just to keep them focused.
Yeah, anything happens on Friday night.
Yeah, exactly.
That's been our message every week. And I changed it. I tell you, it's funny you ask. I changed the message this morning. We didn't have school, so we got on the field at 7:30. And I changed. I tell them it's you're playing the best team in America. These guys could go out and beat the Dallas Cowboys, and I had to change that.
They probably could right now. Probably could.
But, the burn on Dustin.
But now that's what I told the kids this morning. I said for the first time in 3 years. So when I hit town this morning, it was quite early. I hit the Tractor Supply, and then the drive from Tractor Supply to where Giorgio's is, we take the right to come into the school.
Okay.
I was sitting there and I went, "Dadgum," I said, "I feel pretty good about life." And when I took that right, I kind of had to pinch myself and be like, "Hey, as a coach, as a coach, you're always finding what is wrong and what you have to fix and where you have to get better." And so I had to pinch myself and bring myself back into reality. And that's what we told the kids is, we said, don't take the cheese. That was the defensive meeting. And I told the kids that's what I felt this morning. And we can't have the average mindset. We've got a goal that we want to reach, and to reach that goal, we've got to go out and win this week, and we've got to make sure that we stay level headed and that we show up and we get better every day. That way we can go out and win this week.
For sure.
Oh yeah, you guys are. I think y'all are in a good spot going in the tail end of the district. What do you guys have? 4 more games left, I believe.
Yes, sir.
Is it 4?
Yes, sir.
Looking at it, there's Santa Maria, I believe, is the other one's a pretty good record, but
Rosa?
yeah, Santa Rosa, I believe they have a pretty good record, but
Columbus Day, Santa Maria.
oh yeah,
That's what you're thinking
okay.
of.
But yeah, no man, I just got that. I just thought about that.
I kind of wanted to piggyback off of what you said earlier. You said we were 2-0 this week. JV won? And how does the JV look?
Our JV is really good.
I'm expecting multiple state titles after this one. So
You can count on it, buddy.
That is the plan.
JV,
No, RJ,
8th grade, they're all looking good.
RJV is. I tell you, you talk about culture and mindset. Our JV has helped that. They've gone out and they've had a blast at absolutely destroying people.
Yeah.
And they're a fun group to watch. You know, they play base defense every single snap, and they're really good at it. And offensively, they run 2 run plays. I'll say this: the parents probably listen and laugh, and the parents they're probably hoping we come out and we're going to throw the ball one time a game, and it's usually going to go from 3 yards from where the quarterback's standing. It's usually not very pretty, but the parents are happy when we get that one pass play out of it. It's usually a quick screen, and then after that, it just turns into run left, run right, and they're a blast to watch because they have a fun time of absolutely destroying people.
You gotta run.
And yeah, no, eighth grade's done good. They've had a couple setbacks. When that whole group is together, they're pretty good. They're really good. And then our 7th grade crew, they're figuring it out. It's a transition going to 7th grade ball. But they're doing a good job, and I think that class as a whole is going to be as good as any.
I've heard everybody keeps telling me that the freshman class is really good. Is that true?
Yes.
Yeah.
They're good. We've got a bunch of good classes right now. We really do.
Yeah. God, I didn't want to ask you about this, but I just thought it was kind of funny. But after you guys played San Diego, there was that video that came out that kind of went viral around here in South Texas. How did those kids? I felt like after that game, I know y'all lost that game, but then y'all started playing tougher. Was that video a reason these guys kind of got pissed off about it? Or do you know what I'm talking about?
I have zero clue what you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about, though?
The
San Diego players made a TikTok about George West and basically making fun of him because I guess they've lost to him 5 years in a row or something. Yeah. And like we saw it, and I got so pissed off just watching it. Like I've never struck a child before, but I wanted to. But no, yeah, I wouldn't watch it if I was you. You have more closer ties to the team than I do, but hey, that's not how it works. So what?
No, I haven't.
Go ahead.
Our kid, that was part of the transition from last year to this year, and the kids thought that they could go out and win, but they didn't. We did not, as a program, we did not go out and prove that we could win, and it hurt to see that. But at the same time, they were able to come in and watch the film the next morning and see that, you know, we were one play here, one play there from turning it, and being in a position to win the game. So, you know, yeah, we want to win them all, but I still, there's a ton of positive that even the Mathis game losing in overtime.
Yeah.
You know, that's part of the reason we're having success now is the lack of success in weeks 1 and 2. And those kids, it was the message after Odem is, you know, show back up to work and not trying to find this feeling again of success and winning a big game, but you know, make sure that we show back up to work. That way we don't have to have that feeling we had in week 1 and week 2. So
gotcha. So you guys are riding a 4-game win streak. So what's their attitudes like in the locker room? They're not getting too big headed? I know obviously they want to keep it going, but are you guys kind of keeping them in, you know, in their heads and everything, tell them to, you know, one game at a time, or, you know, are they wanting to get at it every week?
Our goal is to go 1-0.
Okay.
Every week, and we have long-term goals set in place, but the goal is to go 1-0 every week, and if you do that, those long-term goals they come true, and so no, I do think that overall, and of course that I harp on them, you know, daily. That's a constant daily message, and I think a lot of that it ties into just kind of my beliefs is. You know, everybody talks about winning a championship. I don't care if it's a district championship, a by-district championship, an area championship, a state championship.
you can't show up that week and just magically win a championship. It's what do you do, the other 364 days a year. And the way I've always said this to the kids, and the kids know this, is there's a 4th and 2 from the 12-yard line in every game. There's a 4th and 2. If we knew that 4th and 2 from the 12-yard line was going to be what that the play that wins a championship, we'd go outside and we'd practice that 4th and 2 from the 12-yard line 100 times a day. That way we can execute in that situation. And what we try to get the kids to understand is everything you do is 4th and 2 from the 12. Whether it's an individual rep, it's a special teams rep, it's an inside hole and outside hole rep, it's a team rep, it's a we squatted this morning, and if it's in that squat rack, that's 4th and 2 from the 12, because that's what we're doing at that time. In the classroom, make sure your grades where they're supposed to be. Studying for that test, taking that test, applying yourself on that test. When you go home, or you staying on TikTok watching videos from San Diego till 2 in the morning, you're getting your butt in bed, getting the sleep that you need. And so
Easy, coach, easy.
I'll go find it.
How do you know what
I'll
I'm
ask
doing?
the kids what it is.
Oh,
They'll show me. So,
what if they haven't seen it yet either, and we just started to say, hey, it might motivate them.
maybe,
They might get more pissed
maybe
off.
good. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe good.
No, I know if it's out there, they've seen it. I promise that.
Yeah, put it up in the film room there for everybody to see it. Just to see them do it. Oh man. Are you guys? I noticed that this year too, when me and Dustin were there, we had gone to the locker room. I noticed you have a good relationship with those guys. You were able to, you talk shit with them, play around one and everything. How important is that to you when it comes to your relationship with those kids?
I think any good coach, any good teacher, the relationship is, and people say this, the relationship is number one. And I love the fact that here we have seven, I don't know, our seniors get out like 7th and 8th period, or juniors get out 8th period, something like that. And school gets out at 3:45. If you walk in the meeting room, there'll be 20 kids in here, and we joke around like if the school district was to go look at what Coach Bennett's computer Googles from 3 to 4 o'clock in the afternoon, it would be, because and it's nothing bad, but the conversation
Sure.
is all over the place, like just
Oh man,
crazy.
I'm gonna cover.
But no, that's the relationship amongst the staff. The coaching staff is phenomenal. The relationship amongst the players is phenomenal. The relationship between the coaches and the players is phenomenal. And so that makes life, it makes work a joy when you can come up here and spend hours upon hours upon hours with people that you enjoy to be around. So
we got to commend you on that weight room too. That weight room, that back gym, it looks awesome. Man. Like back in that gym's in there since, God knows how long. But making it to using that space, utilizing that space for that, I don't know why any other coach hasn't thought of that. The putting the grass in there and everything. When did was that something that was planned, or is it something you kind of thought to do this year?
I think a lot of people have tried to do something like, I know Coach Cornicky tried to do that, and they got shot down. And then I guess my first year here, the school board said, because it wasn't being used very often, if at all. I know it's getting used for some like Saturday basketball games. I want to say like the boys and girls club. And the school board said, go at it, and we've turned it into a facility that's awesome. You put a ton of kids in there, get a ton of work done, and you got a ton of space, and it's been really good. That's talk about changing the culture. That's where it's changed. So
Pissed off a lot of old men, because I remember back in I remember all the old men used to go play basketball over there on Wednesday nights.
Yeah,
It was probably probably between the ages of us too. I
Yeah.
guess between the ages of 40 and 60, just randomly every Wednesday night there would just be a pickup game of and there's no AC in there, so just
no,
Sometimes
yeah.
those,
There's still no AC.
no, that's good. What's
There's
that?
no AC, and the heaters don't work.
Yeah, exactly.
It's,
Why can't we get some AC in there? Yeah, the big
Yeah.
fans.
before
yeah,
it
like
got to
nice.
where you couldn't play on it, it was so slick and slippery. Like you couldn't even walk on that gym floor anymore. It was so slippery.
Don't listen to James and them. This is a great idea.
I didn't say it
gives-
wasn't. I'm just
Nobody
saying
gives a shit
he
about
pissed
that
off
damn
a
gym.
bunch of old men. I wouldn't consider myself old yet, but I'm getting it.
I'll still drink some 3 beers.
Yeah, you still think about the memories.
Yeah, it looks awesome, Coach. I mean,
Yeah.
I love it. I think it was a great. So speaking of facility updates, so I know the T-Mobile Field thing, is that still kind of going on, or what's kind of the goal of that, or what are y'all trying to get done with that deal?
So we did they sent us an email last week. We didn't get to the top 16, so it's done. And the superintendent sent out an email so that they're going to use it for like branding purposes.
Okay.
We've had the conversations I've had with him have been minimal, just because of the time of year
Yeah.
that we're in. And we've talked about it for maybe 90 seconds.
Yeah, I got you.
And so
What is this T-Mobile thing?
They did I'll let him actually explain it. So.
Oh,
I did see something.
yeah, I'm not sure about what is that T-Mobile thing?
So T-Mobile, really long story. So T-Mobile merged with somebody a couple years ago, Sprint maybe. I don't remember who it was. And part of the merger was they had to put so much money into small towns across America. And part of what T-Mobile was, it was like they had to put it was like $25 billion into, or whatever, $50 billion into small towns. And part of that what they've done is they allotted some money to go towards a football stadium, and they're going to do a complete, bulldozer makeover of one town stadium across America this year. And so,
we're gonna try to get the turf there in Georgia.
well, not anymore.
I guess that's the end game eventually. Y'all want to get turf on that field?
Wait, yeah. What's your opinion on turf?
Yeah.
Oh, no comment. That's a dicey subject in town. I think.
Yeah, well, these kids
Now,
are
I
all
think
used to.
the benefits of it are, and you saw the field last year, and you've seen it this year. The field is in good shape, and
Yeah.
Don't turn. Hey,
it's
don't
the-
turf it. I say don't turf.
Yeah,
It's
you
the-
gotta
Don't turf it.
you gotta get with the times, man.
Nope.
You gotta get with
No.
the times. I think you do have to turf it.
Nope.
All these kids are used to playing on turf nowadays. I mean, I guess most of the people that come and play in Georgia West, they probably see grass and they're not used to it. But maybe you could use it to your advantage. Maybe I guess. But I've always liked our field. I've always liked the Georgia West field.
You practice in the backfield.
It's the
All
usability
dirt.
of it. You can use the turf any day, anytime, anywhere. And I said we've practiced on a turf field in a hurricane before. Got 12 inches of water, 12 inches of rain during that practice, and we only know it was 12 because that's as big as our rain gauge went. Now I'll tell you that a grass field, I prefer playing on a good grass field, but it gets
There we
back
go.
to you can
There
only
we
play
go.
on it once a week and let it
There we
grow
go.
in. And so
And they take good care of it. They always have. I always thought
Yes.
do.
no, it's
the people that
nice.
work
All of
there
our
take
grass
care of it.
fields are nice.
Okay, good deal. All right, Austin, you had a couple of questions for Coach?
Did I?
Yeah, you wrote them down. All right, these are
like personal questions.
yeah, they're kind of personal stuff. It's just off football,
Yeah.
just to get off football for a second, okay?
Okay.
What is your best personal achievement?
Best personal achievement?
Yes.
My kids.
Kids. Okay.
Right answer. His wife's watching.
Great.
She's asleep.
One question. What are you not good at? What's one thing that you're not really good at?
Wow. If you ask my wife, it would be writing. What am I not good at? Man, that's golf.
Golf.
Golf?
Yeah. That's a
Okay,
good one to not be good at.
I'm pretty sure.
Not too many people good at it.
All of us could say golf.
Yeah.
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 Whenever you're not coaching football, What are your special skills or hobbies?
You're gonna laugh.
You said fishing, right? You like to go fishing, what you said last year?
But I love to fish, but I don't fish.
Because you'll
And
be out there
so
too long, right?
yes. Y'all remember from last time. So my hobbies are sitting out on the back porch, and I've kind of given up on the growing grass in South Texas.
Oh,
But trying to grow grass, cut my grass and like barbecuing.
hey, that's exactly me right here.
Yeah.
Yep,
Love sitting out.
Can't get rid of the sticker burrs around here either.
Exactly.
it's impossible.
Yeah.
Who is your favorite podcast?
Y'all.
Oh, hey, all right.
Great
Got
answer.
that one. Got that one.
Let's see, he can't listen to podcasts right now. Coaching football, I bring on time for it.
Now, I tell you, if I listen to a podcast, it's usually in the springtime, and I like to listen to uh, like Sean Ryan
Okay.
or I can't think of his name uh, on Spotify.
Yeah, you already said us, so just move on.
Rogan.
Joe Rogan.
Rogan.
Close enough. Close enough.
Yeah.
Rogan, Vader follow, about the same, right?
Yeah, we're
right up there.
we're up there.
Yeah.
All right, here's a good one. Conspiracy theorist. What is something that you think is true, but most people don't?
Can you say that again?
What is something that you think is true, but most people don't?
Oh,
I say the moon landing.
to the moon landing. Man, I think the world is run by like a select few people. Like there's 50 people that meet every
The
year.
Illuminati?
Oh,
Illuminati?
Yes.
the
And
Freemasons.
the world decisions, the big decisions are made by those top 50, 100 people.
I don't think that's a myth. I think
Well,
that's actually true.
I
It
can't-
is true.
I got no rebuttal to that. I got no response to that.
Yeah, I think
I thought we were gonna have a debate on that, but no.
I think it's very-
Well, I think we all agree with
No,
that.
the way things are now, shit, who knows? You can't read.
I know.
Did you?
What is something that we should have asked you, but we haven't?
Ooh. About
Anything. About life? About
a
football?
life. Uh,
We're trying to get more deep and
Or,
spiritual.
I mean, don't ask him for his social security number or anything, but
um,
I guess you could say like something you would like people to know
Yeah,
that don't know about you. I think that's where he's going with it, right?
yeah.
I have no clue.
Yeah. Yeah, we're good interviewers. We've asked him everything. That's the answer to that one.
And then the last one. Are we gonna get into this? The Mount Rushmore?
Okay, if he wants to.
If you want to, we're trying to make a Mount Rushmore of dinner guests. We're trying to go through a little draft.
You just name 4 people you would like to have dinner with. Okay?
And
It could be dead or alive.
dead or alive.
Dead or alive? Wow. Elon Musk.
Okay.
Dude, that was okay. If we're gonna have a draft, that was gonna be
Oh, no,
one-
just let him name his top
Yeah.
4 because of that.
Okay,
Elon Musk.
that is a great freaking
Jesus.
Oh, yeah. I think that was a.
of Nazareth. Nazareth, I told you.
I would like to sit down with
I'll edit it to make it look like you put Jesus first.
Jesus first. Yeah. Thank you. George Washington.
Okay. Write these down. Yeah, you're writing them.
I'll write them down.
Okay.
And these are some crazy questions, stuff you don't get asked.
Yeah, that's our Austin. That's
Yeah.
Austin for you.
And I would
Well,
say
but you gotta think, where y'all going though, for dinner? Like Red Lobster?
Okay,
Are you
you're
going
trying
to-
to. You're
that
trying to
one's
confuse them
yeah,
now.
that one's easier. Man, there's so many people you could put in that 4 spot. I would probably go with Thomas Edison again.
Well, think about this. Those are some pretty popular people. So the people they know, you could they could introduce them to you, and it's just endless dinner dates, pretty much. Just goes on. You got a
Now
lot
I
of
need to
connections
say
after that.
4 people from those top 100 people in the world, so I can get into that group. But I know that's not happening.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Elon Musk already knows Edison, and he's a time traveler.
Okay. Is that it?
That's it.
All right, Coach. I wanted one last thing that I wanted to get in with you here. And you don't have to if you don't want to, but I had a couple of questions for you. Let me just put it out in front here. Last year we had you on the show, and this off season was quite eventful. And I have a few questions about that if you don't want to get into it, but I think people want to hear it.
Yeah.
Okay, so after the game we went to, me and Scott went to the game last year. I'll say I was kind of critical of the team. I was honest, and I'll be honest now. I thought last year there was sort of like a lack of leadership, maybe. Maybe at the time you guys started off rough there, okay? So you guys, maybe the kids weren't showing as much, emotion into it because you guys started off the year bad. So, and a few weeks later, I get a call being asked to come to the school board meeting, okay, in regards to the football team. And out of nowhere, this old man gets up and says, we got a petition here for this, and this. And we won't say any details of that or anything, but long story short, you ultimately end up signing an extension, which now seems like the right choice because you guys are doing great this year. Do you have anything you want to say about that, or and tell people how you felt about that, or is that something you kind of put in the past and you don't want to get into anymore?
Or flapjack.
I don't know. This industry is results based. And I knew that when I got into this profession. And I don't know everything. I had guys on staff telling me, "Hey, did you hear this? Did you hear that?" Obviously, I had my conversations with the superintendent and the principal. And I had buddies calling me, asking me, "Hey, did you watch this?" And I didn't watch it. It just, everybody's entitled to have their opinion. Everybody's entitled to say what they want to say. Something you're entitled to say that we weren't good last year, but no, it's a result based industry is what it is. When I came here, the program was not in good shape. I was promised year 2, but they said if you want year 3, you have to win, and I appreciate that. I like that because that means that success is
an option.
Success is expected within the community. That's what drew me to George West, was the tradition of winning and having a program that is successful. I'm not dumb. I knew that when I got here, and I knew that the results we had weren't what was expected. And at the end of the Taft game, which is our last game last year, we had that Saturday morning, we show back up to work as a staff, and we did our typical Saturday breakdown. I had the coaches, we all went to the locker rooms. We cleaned the kids' lockers out ourselves while they were gone, sleeping, watching Bugs Bunny, whatever they were doing. And then we hit the ground running on Monday. And I told everybody at that point in time was, we're not going to change our beliefs. We're not going to change what we do. We're not going to change how we do it. The success to sports is you've got to get faster. You've got to get stronger. You've got to, my opinion, you got to get big, faster, stronger, and jump higher. And it sounds really, really easy. But if you can do that, the results will follow. Yes. And so, and what I told everybody was,
in the course of this journey, we're not changing our big beliefs, but everything we do is going to be evaluated. And if there's a better way to do something, then that's on the table and we can discuss it. And it was a huge growing experience, learning experience for everybody, myself included. And so I haven't listened. You don't want to hear that stuff. It's human nature, but I've heard, and I don't, I have no ill feelings to anybody. People are entitled to speak their mind, state their opinions. At the end of the day, I know what we're doing. I know how we're doing it. I know that it works. I've seen it work. The program y'all went and watched last week, it wasn't very good when I got there, and they're pretty good now. And this program is starting to turn around and become pretty good. And we've just got to make sure that we keep, we don't become content with where we're at, which has been the theme of this conversation all night long. So,
Gotcha. Okay. For the record though, about the school, I had no idea what that was about. I was blindsided by that. We did a show about that. They just asked me to go. I knew nothing about what was going to happen there. So that's not on me. But no, I just want to tell you, we support George West. We're all from George West. We're Longhorn fans. I've always supported you guys, and I will continue doing so. You're the leader of the team down there. We all have a bit of, we still have love for the team and everything, regardless ups or downs or whatever. And I think they're in good hands. You guys are doing great this year. I mean, like I stated last year, you guys had a young team. I mean, they looked like they're coming into their own. And ultimately, I think the decision was right because results are showing now. And I heard the same thing when you got to Ganado. They weren't much of a winning program. They end up being a winning program. Look at them now. Preseason ranked number 1 in the state. And no doubt in my mind, you can take the Longhorns there too. So we're gonna keep pushing for you, man. And we appreciate everything you do for George West.
Yes, sir, I appreciate that.
You have any other questions?
I don't want that hoodie that you're wearing.
Oh, still on the hoodie.
Still on the hoodie?
Huh?
I believe that we're gonna go undefeated.
They've lost 2 games.
The last couple games.
In district.
Oh,
Yeah,
the rest of the district.
exactly.
Okay. All right.
What'd he say?
He said he believes you guys are going to go undefeated in district and win.
Playoffs,
Yeah,
we got it.
let's get through this week.
Oh
That's
yeah,
right.
yeah. We already talked
What-
about that. One game at a time, man.
It'll be
Come on.
good,
What about-
baby. Oh,
I
yeah.
know.
You got any questions? Then?
No, not really any additional stuff. I guess you did bring up the off-season stuff. I mean, that's some stuff in my mind as far as like, you kind of like the main one designing all the workouts and all that stuff, or do you have kind of like a weight room guy that you're like rah weight room guy type of guy that kind of does all that, or?
Both.
Okay.
So it's we do, so the how nerdy you want to get.
Well, I mean, it's kind of more toward, the question should have been more towards the, it within the interview, so we can edit this out if need be, but, because we're kind of towards the end now, but.
Yeah.
But, I was just thinking about it, I was like, I just felt like, seeing the kids on the sideline, you could tell that they've been in the weight room.
Yeah.
Like, you can just tell.
Yeah. The eye test is
And
what
then,
we're talking
yeah,
about
and
earlier.
then like this, you brought up earlier, like we were squatting today, I was like, okay, yeah, like there's evidence of all that stuff, so I was just thinking
Right.
about it, like, a lot, especially like in college level, a lot of people credit their strength guy. They're like, hey, this guy's doing a heck of a job with our kids or whoever, but anyway.
Our off-season program, it is, because I'm not a strength guy, I'm not certified specialist,
Gotcha.
no CSCS, any of that, CSSC. But we base everything off of it's an APRE model. It's an auto-regulated progressive resistant exercise. And so it is, we test every day and we take those numbers and we calculate them.
I'll tell you right now, we're where we started and where we're at as a boys athletic program. We are literally a week away from having a 300-pound squat average, which doesn't sound great, but that's including freshman, senior, golfers, football players, everything. And so, and it's not a 6-week cycle and then test, and it's a test every week, and we're testing whether it's speed, jumping. I'll tell you something I've got right here in front of me, data from the game Friday night. We had 4 kids top out over 20 miles an hour. We had 6 top out over 19 miles an hour. So the speed, the strength's there, the speed's getting there. It's all data driven.
That's pretty
And
cool.
Chase said you get to where you start, at the young age, junior high age, we teach them how the movement, and then when we get to the high school age, we start to chase numbers and get bigger, faster, stronger. So,
Austin, where do you
in a
think you top
nutshell.
out at?
Sir,
Where do you think Austin would top out at? Can you see him there?
Give me
Austin,
11.2
I was gonna say 12.
MPHC.
Yeah, we're
So we actually had a new number. We had Spencer topped out at 21.66 on Friday night at Odem,
Dang.
which is moving.
What position is he or what number is he?
He's our safety, 0.
0? Okay.
0. Yep. So
Dang,
if he doesn't hit 20, he's got to relinquish numbers. You got to be a dog to where it's 0.
Oh,
So,
okay, I like that.
Yeah.
Are the I noticed this happened after we graduated, but the wall of records you guys have in there, are they constantly changing still, or there's some guys up there that aren't going to be caught for a while?
no, so we actually that was part of the change last spring is what it was we used to put it on a sheet of paper if the kids didn't know how to read the sheet of paper, and so we made it to more, record and then rank them and put that up there. And that's what we've got. So Coach Hernandez helps us out. He runs our weight room, so to say, and he's phenomenal in that regards. We've got him into the girls program now, and he's doing our girls weight program is it's phenomenal to go in there and watch the girls. They're getting to where they're getting adjusted to it. They hated it at first because it was strict and there was no BS, and now we're getting to where we change those because we don't have the time to change them weekly, but our thought process is we're going to start changing them every month and put those things up there. That way the kids can see them and see where they're at. And so same thing. We had 2 500-pound squatters this morning. Which is the first time. And we want to be a little bit stronger than that, but we're getting there.
We somebody had posted some times or something on the 200-meter or something. And we may have a couple older gentlemen that may question some of that stuff. Somebody posted a picture of his 200 time, and he got pretty pissed off. He's still competitive at this age, but I guess they got the time wrong. So
And Clifton.
yeah, these older guys may have to come take a look at that to make sure that's all right.
So if you can find that, our track coach is actually trying to find all the old data. So our records only go back to, and I'm going to give you an arbitrary number here that's false, but I think what we have, it only goes back to like 94 or something. So anything pre 90s, we don't have that data unless you come up and tell us.
They don't have my long drive golf team, 2007.
I don't even think we knew what golf was when we were in school.
No, I was on the team, dude.
Yeah. Well,
alternate.
I never noticed you were on the team.
Exactly.
But hey, we're getting late here. We're keeping Coach out too late. I know you got to get home to the family, Coach. Sorry we kept you so long.
No, y'all are good. Y'all are good.
Don't take those personal questions Austin asked you too personal. He's probably going to be psyched out now driving on the way home. Like, what the hell was it? What the hell was happening? But anyway, no, we'll let you go. That's all we really got. Well, I just want to say good luck with the rest of the season. Hopefully we can come see another game and maybe into the playoffs. Like I said, we're always going to support you guys, and we'll be shouting you out all season. We do our show every week, so we're gonna be following you guys. And if you guys need anything, you guys let us know.
Yep, appreciate it. Thanks for having me on again, and anytime y'all want to come out, y'all know where we're at, and we're pretty close by. So
yeah. And we gotta get this guy a long sleeve. Remember that, okay? So you
Yep,
stop
yep,
crying
yep.
to me.
I have
Hey,
it.
I'm wearing the wrong blue right now.
Yeah, I know.
Next time y'all come out, I'll have it ready for you.
Yes.
Damn boy. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Coach Bennett.
Welcome.
Welcome.
We'll see you, Coach.
Thank y'all.
All right, we're back. Great interview with Coach Bennett. Thank Coach Bennett for sitting
Woo!
down. What a guy. What a guy he is. What a guy he's turning that program. I can feel it. Like you said, Austin.
Right
They're
him
going
up.
undefeated in district. Undefeated in district, getting to the playoffs.
Feel it right down in the plums.
Yeah, they're still a young team, but they got some talent over there. Their next game will be against Banketti in George West this weekend. I know we went to the game against Banketti last year and they won that game. So Banketti's what, 2-5?
I believe so. 2-5 or 2-4.
Coach Bennett stated they need Banketti's fast. They got good speed, so they need to hammer down that game plan there. Take care of Banketti. Move on to the next 1-0 every week. We're trying to go 1-0 every week. All right.
All right, baby.
There we go. All right. From Coach Bennett to Coach Josh Irvin. He was kind enough to invite all four of us out to the Ganado game where they played Wymer, another friend of our show. Caleb, what are you doing? Oh, God.
Getting that Ganado cap.
Caleb Holt, the offensive coordinator at Wymer. We got to didn't really get to hang out with him. Got to say hi to him. We were there for Ganado. We weren't going to disrespect Ganado on their home field. They gave us the full access. We got to go in the locker room. We made a video. We're going to post that here on our Facebook pretty soon that we can check it out. Kind of like a little highlight video, but Ganado, what do we got to say about Ganado? Like, what is there to say?
Austin?
Maybe one of the best high school teams I've ever seen.
What did I just say earlier about the Cowboys? Donkey punch.
Donkey punch?
Donkey punch.
So you're saying
Wymer.
that Ganado's the exact opposite of the Cowboys?
Yes.
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
the Lions.
They
Ganado's-
do.
Yeah. Well, same thing.
Yeah.
They were freaking awesome, dude.
Yeah.
They were
great. They ended up beating Wymer, I think, 41-0. The game was 34. Was it 34? 34-0 at halftime. So they kind of cruised in the second half, but it was kind of rough watching it, knowing that our buddy who came on the show actually was there for Wymer. I don't know. There was a lot of questionable things about Wymer. I don't, man, just some of that play call, and I don't know. I'm not a coach, but I mean, it looks like they stuck to like their base offense. Obviously, it wasn't working. Ganado was stuffing it every time. Ganado's defensive line, I mean, huge. Nothing got past these guys in the backfield every play. As far as their passing game goes, I mean, that was
non-existent.
who's? Oh, I'm talking
Wymer's?
Ganado's passing
Oh.
game. Yeah,
That
Ganado's
was
passing
awesome.
game was
Yeah.
great. Ganado had their running back. He's a sophomore, correct?
Yeah.
That kid, yeah.
Oh,
that
yeah,
kid
he's-
was so fast for a sophomore, just outrunning everybody.
Burris. Yeah, that's
Burris?
the Burris kid.
And the quarterback, Bryce Ullman, I
Mhm.
believe his name is. Great receivers, the complete team. Do they deserve the number 3 ranking that they are right now? They were number 1, but obviously they lost. They didn't have their quarterback, correct? The game they lost?
Yeah. Well, those
Okay.
first, I think he told us the first like 3 games they didn't have their quarterback, and they
So
won.
they had to start a freshman, I believe.
Yeah, and they won a couple of them, or 2 or 3, and then they lost the other one.
Yeah.
Against East Bernard, who's number 2 in the state.
Oh, yeah.
From
We're
our inside sources on the sideline.
Yeah.
This little 6-year-old kid. He told us everything.
Yeah, he was one hand snagging Scott.
Dude.
He had Scott on the sideline
Dude,
just punking Scott.
That dude could catch.
They were playing catch, and this dude had one ball in one hand, and he was just catching it one-handed every time. Scott had to catch it with 2. And Scott, I noticed you were trying to throw the ball a little harder to try to give him a drop it.
You weren't fooling that guy.
No, he dropped it first. I took it easy on him.
You couldn't make him look bad on his home field.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was a good kid, though.
But no, complete team. They look good, man. Like I said, as far as small school goes, that's probably one of the best teams I've seen. We'll see them
Yeah.
play late December. Easily.
That kid was a Ganado know-it-all. I asked him, hey, who had the all-time leading rusher for Ganado, and he knew it right away.
Did you say
He
Eric
had all
Dickerson?
He said John Smith.
John Smith.
Junior.
Yeah.
That's
But no, thanks to Coach Irvin for having us. He gave us some pretty cool hats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We still haven't got our George West stuff, but I think we harped on Coach Ben a little bit for that. I think he's going to give us some shit now. and he'll get you your long sleeve or your hoodie, whichever one you want, dude.
I want both. I want everything.
Okay. All right. Pro football. We talked about that
Here we
earlier.
go.
How about them Cowboys?
Woo!
You should have just wore a dress today just
Yep.
to wear it. Yeah. Nobody even bet you.
Yeah.
So I'll give you the floor here too. What do you got?
I'm mad at myself because when the Ravens came to town, I knew we were going to lose that game. Like, I knew it was going to happen. Because the Ravens were 0-2 at the time, or wherever the heck they were. 0-2 or 0-3. No, they were 0-2. I was like, dude, there's no way we're winning this game. And then after last week, when we beat Pittsburgh, I was like, okay, maybe there's a little life in this team. We're going into the next week. I told Andrew I went over to a buddy's house here in New Braunfels. He had like a little Sunday get-together thing. And anyway, I told him on the way over there, I was like, well, dude, if we can beat Detroit without like Parsons and Lawrence, we're pretty good actually if we do that.
Not gonna happen.
But if not, I was like, if not, we suck. He's like, wait, so there's no like medium? I was like, probably not. We're probably gonna get stomped if not. And he's like, well, and then so that's exactly what happened. I mean, honestly, I'm to the point of it's time to dismantle it. It really is.
Yeah, it was a tough watch, dude. It was a really tough watch.
Oh, it's time to dismantle everything, though.
They cannot run the ball at all.
No,
I don't think it's their running back. Their linemen. I don't know. The offensive line. I don't know if they're just not getting bodies on people or what, but
They don't.
the running game is non-existent with the Cowboys. And then whenever they can't run the ball and their defense can't stop anybody, they pretty much turn into one-dimensional where they just got to
throw it every
let Dak drop back and just throw the damn ball up, which, I mean, threw no touchdowns. Threw 2 picks, correct?
Yeah. Zach Martin had his worst game as a Cowboy. Like, literally, he was.
I don't even think they had a touchdown the whole game.
No,
we didn't. Zach Martin had his worst
3
game. I
field
saw
goal.
a deal on PFF or whatever. I noticed it during the game, but then I noticed I saw some deal pop up. It was like his pass blocking grade was horrific. He gave up like 8 pressures and it was bad. But I mean, in his defense and in the O-line's defense, they know you're going to throw it every down because you can't run the ball. So it's like it's tough to protect, unless you're in max protection. 2 tight ends, throwing with another fullback. I saw they kept putting Hunter Lipke in to help with the protection, which I get it, but dude, it's time to start over. To be honest, I don't think there's a need to try to trade for Devontae Adams or Max Crosby. We're so far away from being a competitive team as far as playoffs or a chance even that it's time to. Those few assets we have.
You're going to say it's time for Jerry to die.
No, I wasn't going to say that, but well, he is he turned 82 on the day of that
Hell
game.
of a birthday present.
Yes.
82 on the day
birthday
of
present
that
for the guy.
game. Worst loss.
Oh my God, he looks 92.
You ain't lying. And it was his worst loss as the owner, ever in the history of the Cowboys, at a home loss, worst home loss. It was 38 points or whatever the heck it ended up being. But
do Lawrence and Parsons make that big of a difference on defense to where the Cowboys can just do? I mean, the opposing team can just do whatever the hell they want.
Nope.
It got so bad that the Lions started throwing passes to linemen.
oh yeah, they're dicking around,
Yeah,
having fun, having a ball.
they were running trick play after and trick plays that shit doesn't work very often. You may get 1 out of 3 games of people trying to trick play, but these guys they threw a touchdown pass to a lineman, correct?
Yeah.
And they try to throw to Panay Sewell just on a little flare out.
Well, it was a hook and ladder.
Well, there was not so much you could see it coming. It wasn't a very disguised play. It looked like on Varsity Blues. You had fucking
Billy Bob! Billy Bob!
Yeah, if you're in
Billy Bob with the touchdown.
they did stop it. The guy didn't score, but he almost stretched it out and scored. Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So they need to do something. The sad thing is they are 3-3.
It's
They still are 3-3.
It's not the offense either. They can't stop the fucking run
No, I know.
at all.
David
Montgomery,
had
yes.
140 yards, and Jameer Gibbs had over 100 also.
Yes.
Yeah, that's pathetic.
What's his name? Did you ask earlier? Does DeMarcus Lawrence and Micah Parsons make
No,
that big a difference?
because they were there.
Here's the answer.
They were there.
Did you watch the Saints game? No.
Exactly. They were there when Kamara was there.
Yeah, they were there when the Saints ran all over us. Now, Parsons is a great pass rusher, and honestly, DeMarcus Lawrence is probably our best run stuffer at defensive end. But I mean, I just there's any little value we have with players, we need to start trading them off and getting draft assets. In my opinion, it's time to start over. Like it really is.
Jerry don't want to start over there because he don't think he has that much time. Now
What's the immediate fix, you think?
There isn't one.
they just start playing better. Like that's the only.
There is no
They're
one.
not gonna do anything. They may fire Mike McCarthy.
Well, the immediate fix is they'll do something stupid like trade for Devontae Adams and give up draft picks, or like trade for Max Crosby and give
I
up
know.
draft picks.
I
but
get that too. I can.
but those two pieces aren't going to make us, 38 points better against the Lions.
yeah. What do you think, Scott? Yeah, I know, buddy. I know.
The Cowboys are terrible. They're just like what Dustin already had said, but it's just like there's nothing that we can do this year, especially since we have Dak too. He sucks. I don't know. Everyone we have sucks except
This is his
other
worst
than,
year by far.
You can all right, Parsons, whatever, and Lawrence, they're good, but they don't score touchdowns, so it's pointless.
I heard a good take earlier. What did they have before? They need a running back.
Yeah.
If you take the pressure off of Dak, he might get a little better. But what running back are you going to get?
Well, you need a running back that's a difference maker because this line isn't doing much for the Cowboys right now.
Yeah.
Guyton's still young. I think he's going to end up being okay. I really do.
Yeah. Well, he was a healthy scratch.
Oh,
They-
wow.
They healthy
Well,
scratched.
our first-round draft pick hardly plays either.
He played because someone got hurt.
Yeah, I was very surprised that he was.
And
a
I
healthy
wanted Guyton.
So the thing, as far as the Cowboys go, they're 3-3. They still got a shot at the division. The leader is 4-2, which is Washington.
Surprisingly.
That's a rookie quarterback.
What the-
But I mean, Dak has owned Washington. He's owned the Giants in the past. I mean, maybe division games. You never know what can happen in division. I know, Dustin. I know you're over here shaking your head. But hey, hold out a little hope. Maybe they get it together. Maybe they change something. Maybe they fire their coordinator, fire Mike McCarthy. Somebody comes in and look, nobody thought the Jets would be in this game right now.
Yeah, I did.
If they're the underdogs, even if the Giants are the underdogs, I'd pick the Giants just to straight up win.
I would
Especially
too.
if they have neighbors back.
Mm-hmm. And Brendan Aubrey, like you said, scored every point. Their best player scored every
all their points.
Yeah,
I know.
But man,
Greatest kicker.
It's like I'm not a big Cowboys fan, but it's good for football when the Cowboys are good. Like it's good for the NFL. Like it brings more eyes to the sport. The NFL makes more money when the Cowboys are good. Okay, so
Really?
yes, absolutely. There's more Cowboy fans than anything in America.
I agree.
Yeah, there is.
We are America's team still.
So and I think the same thing for like when Aaron Rodgers got hurt. It's good for football when Aaron Rodgers plays, especially when he was with the Packers. But I don't know. I don't know what they need to do. I'm not a huge Cowboy fan, so I'll just leave that to y'all. But it don't look good from the way it's going right now. I think the Panthers could give the Cowboys a good game right now.
Yeah, I don't disagree.
I'm not gonna say they beat them, but I think they give them a good
I
game.
would think the Browns could beat them if they had Jameis Winston.
Yeah.
Jameis. They're still not making a QB change in Cleveland, is what they stated.
Really?
Still not making one. Nope, they're sticking with Deshaun.
Maybe they're purposely tanking.
You have to.
Well,
I don't think you have to. They're not.
Yeah, you paid him
240 million?
guaranteed. So I don't know, man. To all the Cowboy fans out there, I mean, if y'all got answers, don't send them our way. Send them somewhere else.
What do you mean our way?
I said don't send them our
I know,
way.
exactly.
Yeah, we don't want to.
Actually, that's
Our
good.
way.
Hey, wait a minute.
Our way.
This is good for engagement with the podcast. We need to post that on Twitter. Yeah, like a question or something like that.
What do the Cowboys need to do?
Yeah.
I think the answer is everybody's going to say get rid of Dak.
That's good for engagement with
That
the
is
podcast.
the highest paid player in the NFL right now, Dak
Trade
Prescott.
him.
That's the highest paid guy in the NFL.
I don't know if he is he even tradable. Like as far as like his contract, who's going to take that on?
I don't know. If I'm the Jaguars, I send Trevor Lawrence to Dallas and take Dak.
Yeah.
I mean, neither one of them are doing. Could maybe a change of scenery would work for him. So
I mean, I wouldn't want Trevor Lawrence, but I'd give him away for as many draft picks as the Jaguars would give us. But
yeah.
Hey, if y'all get rid of McCarthy next year, do you want Belichick or no?
Yeah, I'd be down for Belichick. I mean,
Okay.
why not? Give him a shot. I mean,
Him or
I don't think McCarthy. If this continues, I don't think Mike McCarthy's going to make it through the season.
Yeah, I don't think so either. They might as well fire him because they're not going to rehire him. So it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah. We'll move on from the Cowboys. Sorry, Dustin, but it looks like it's gonna be a long year for you, man.
Oh yeah, there'll be plenty
Plenty
of.
of hire McCarthy in the first. This is like what I knew would happen anyways. I just knew that we weren't going to be good.
Scott Stradamus.
I really thought
I
that.
know.
I really thought it was gonna be a good hire.
McCarthy. Oh my God! You're just as a fool as they are. Then. Oh my God!
I really
You
did.
think
I
that
thought it was
guy's
a good hire.
coach?
You didn't watch him for 15 years like we did.
Well,
I know.
y'all trash him, but he won a Super Bowl.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah, he won a Super Bowl.
I mean,
He had a top 10 defense and
we should have won
one of the
5
best
Super
quarterbacks
Bowls.
An
to ever play the
MVP
game.
We should have won. We
quarterback.
should have won 5 Super Bowls.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I blame McCarthy for not winning 5 Super Bowls,
Yep.
especially that damn Seattle game.
5.
Yes.
Oh, why'd I bring that up? I'm all pissed off.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go back. Let's go to the Packers now.
Brian
Cardinals,
Bo-
Packers.
Brian Bostic.
34-13. Packers put a whooping on the Cardinals. There's not much to say other than this is the best offense in the league. I don't want to hear. I don't want to hear any fucking arguments. They are the best, smoothest offense, most
The
balanced
Ravens
offense
are
in the
better.
league.
The
Easily.
Ravens have a
Ravens
better
look.
offense.
Ravens
than
look pretty freaking good. Okay,
Ravens look
I'll give
good,
you
yeah.
that. But they are in a
Yeah.
different conference. So
I feel like we
we're
got
the
way
best
more
in the
playmakers
NFC.
than
We're the
the
best in the
Ravens.
NFC.
We don't have the dominant.
best in your
the
division.
49ers. The 49ers have a better offense than you.
No, they don't. No, sir.
You're not the best in your division.
Oh yeah, the Lions
Yeah.
are that just smacked the fucking
you're
Cowboys.
in third place. You might be in fourth place.
don't
in
matter.
your
We are
division.
actually we are in fourth place.
We'll see how it ends. We're
Yeah.
gonna see how it ends.
You're not going to be in first or second.
You think Sam
they better
Darnold is
get
gonna-
the
okay.
the last wild card
No.
spot.
I'm sorry. The Lions have a better offense than y'all right
I
now,
don't think so.
as of this moment.
Anybody can do that against a
Against the Cowboys.
No,
I mean,
I'm talking about what I've
You
seen.
said it yourself. You said it yourself.
I agree, but I'm talking about all season. I've watched the Lions.
Oh well, let's just not look past the fact the Packers won, Cowboys didn't. So
And the
that makes
Packers
me feel better.
are really good.
Marvin Harrison Jr. did get hurt.
I know, that
early
was-
in the game, so that was a big blow
You
there to
see-
Kyler Murray. All they kept doing was throwing the ball underneath the whole time. So
No, in the middle. Like every
Yeah.
time. Like why can't we stop that?
yeah,
In the
just
middle.
under routes right there.
In the middle.
crossing
In the
routes.
middle. In the middle.
Is Kyler Murray? Can you call him a bust?
No, dude, that guy is fucking good.
Yeah, I think he is good, but I don't think he's a Super Bowl winning quarterback. I don't think that's gonna happen.
I would agree with that.
What if they trade for Kyler Murray? What if you trade Dak for Kyler Murray?
Like I said,
I'd be-
Super Bowl.
He's
He
from
wouldn't be a
Dallas.
Super Bowl winning quarterback.
Shoot, at least he could scramble.
Well,
Dude, that guy, yeah, he is so fast.
yeah. I don't know. I don't know what happens there. That's a weird question.
Hey,
Anything.
Kyler Murray
I
for
would
Dak?
take fucking
there's no way Arizona would do that.
No.
No, they're not that stupid. I don't think they are.
Shane Falco over Dak.
22 for 32.
Keanu
214.
Reeves, not even just the actor,
That's
not
that
even Shane Falco. the
Johnny
character. I
Utah.
would
You
just
mean Johnny
take-
Utah?
Give me
No, I would
give me
take
Shane Falco
Keanu Reeves. I would take Keanu Reeves, the actor.
and the cheerleader
Over,
too, and his girlfriend.
There's a story that he was like a really good.
Hey, throw in the 2 strippers. They
Football
were, hey,
player.
you got a deal.
Yeah,
good. Hey,
Throw in those 2 stripper girls. Fucking done.
The fat
Done
ones?
deal.
the strippers. Yeah.
y'all-
And the deaf guy. Throw in the deaf guy.
Great tight end. He was a great tight end.
Great
Yeah.
ends. Hey,
Great hands.
we got it. We got it.
On this guy.
What other games?
Nope,
were
kicker.
good?
No, Dallas already has a good kicker.
Yeah. Commanders Ravens. That was probably the game of the week as
Great
far
game,
as how
great
good it
game.
was. Ravens. They're talking. There's already talks. Ravens are going to make the Super Bowl, which. Yeah.
I
They're
would
probably the
agree.
best team in the AFC, easily.
I would agree.
the better than the Chiefs?
Huh?
Better than the Chiefs?
Yes.
I think they
Damn-
will. I think they'll
damn,
beat
way
the shit
better
out of
than
the
Chiefs.
I really do.
Didn't
Yes.
they play week 1 and the Chiefs won?
That's week 1 though. I'm talking right now.
okay, but no,
I'm
but right
talking
now.
right now.
They
Right
played
now-
week 1.
Right now,
Oh,
the
but-
Ravens are better.
They
than
played
the
week
Chiefs.
1 and the Chiefs
We're
won.
about to make up a name
by
for
this
ourselves.
much. By this much.
And the Chiefs have not.
By this much.
the Chiefs
Like,
have not
likely
lost.
didn't get his fucking toe in.
The Chiefs have not
Okay.
lost.
Yeah, but I still think the Ravens are a better team.
No, they're not.
We got five
Yes.
games.
Yes,
left. The Ravens
the
are way
Ravens are
better.
10 times better than the Chiefs.
Absolutely.
But they beat them.
No,
that
they're
doesn't
not.
matter. It's
No,
week
they're not.
1.
Maybe now because of the injuries, but as long as Mahomes is better than Lamar, and he will
Oh,
always
I'm not
beat
denying
Lamar.
that. But you're
Until-
gonna put
Derrick
Kareem
Henry is
Hunt-
better than their whole
Lamar
fucking
beats them,
team.
then they're always going to be
No, he's
better.
not.
It doesn't
Kareem Hunt
matter.
over Derrick Henry. Is that what y'all are gonna do?
It doesn't matter who he has in the backfield. He's going to beat the Ravens in the playoffs.
That's not gonna. I'm talking now.
That's a
Right now, the
pass.
best team
What's
is
he
the
doing?
Ravens. I think.
Well, I mean, it's not a bad pick, but you always forget about the Chiefs for some reason.
Because everybody expects that of the Chiefs to go 5-0. But the Chargers are going to take care of the Chiefs, right, Scott? Oh wait, no, they already lost, didn't they?
Oh yeah, I mean it's gonna be close.
Yeah.
Oh, Aaron Rodgers
'cause
broke his arm.
What?
He threw that. That's a pass.
He just broke his arm though.
That's
His arm folded over the
that's an
helmet.
arm.
It probably hurt. But
Buccaneers
That's
Saints.
that's
Spencer Rattler. He didn't look too bad.
He did not.
Yeah, Spencer Rattler did good, except toward the end of the game.
That's a pass. That's a pass.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about pass. Look at his arm.
Oh, his elbow.
It's not
Yeah,
even that
look.
bad.
Oh yeah, it wasn't that bad. He's okay.
Hyperextend.
He'll be good. No, Spencer Rattler looked good. Baker Mayfield threw 3 picks in 1 quarter, in the second quarter in that Saints Buccaneers
It was
game.
like 17-0. I was like, what?
Yeah, and then
what is
at
going
halftime
on?
it's
Yeah.
27-24.
Yeah.
and then now the final score was 51-27.
Yeah, it was an up and down game. I think every player on the team scored for the Bucks in that game. What's his name? Chris Godwin had a hell of a game.
He did.
Huge game.
Yeah. Killed me in
Huge
fantasy.
for fantasy.
Killed me.
Baker had a big game, even though he had those 3 interceptions. Did y'all see the whole Nick Sirianni thing in the Browns?
That was awesome.
What is he doing, man? There's something wrong with that guy.
Is he on the hot seat?
I don't know. Like they were talking about on ESPN, like basically saying you don't need that from your head coach. Like he was already on the hot seat, and this is just icing on the cake. Like he at first when I saw it, I thought he was talking shit to Browns fans, but then I looked and realized that they were at home.
Yeah.
Supposedly there was jeers and there was fire Nick
Yeah.
chants or something like that.
There was.
And I guess he was directing, his shit talk to this certain group of people right there that were, I guess, in his ear the whole game. But like, you're a professional coach. You're the leader of a team. Like, to act like that, like that's unacceptable. Like, I wouldn't be mad if they fired him now, even though he's a decent coach and everything. But that's nonsense. That's bullshit.
Isn't that what they like about him though in Philadelphia? Because he's a shit talker just like them.
Yeah, I mean, Philadelphia they do have some rough fans over there. I mean, they do, but if you're looking at it from a professionalism,
Dude, he
standpoint-
won a Super Bowl.
No, he didn't.
Or he lost a Super Bowl. He went to a Super Bowl.
Right.
Okay.
There.
Yeah.
Can any Dallas fans or anyone else like recently say that?
I'll take Sirianni.
Yeah. Well,
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
He's a good coach.
I said that. I know he's a good coach, but I'm just talking about from
Yeah. I get what you're
NFL
saying.
professional standpoint. You probably shouldn't do that to your own fans. Like,
Yeah.
of course,
Man, what if
every fan's gonna be up and down. Like, if you suck, they're gonna be pissed. If you're good, they're gonna be praising you.
Not
okay?
Philly.
Yeah.
Not Philly.
Yeah. If the Eagles got it together, somehow win 6 or 7 games in a row, there's not going to be any fire Nick chance.
Well, they beat the Browns. They won 20-16.
No, I know. I mean,
Exactly.
if they win like 6 in a row from now on, they're going to stop. They're going to stop chanting fire Nick or
We have, as Packers fans, if fucking LaFleur goes 3 years losing games, we're still gonna love him. Fucking Sirianni does not have that.
I don't know,
comfort.
because the last 3 or 4 years McCarthy was there, like they hated the guy. Everybody.
But
wanted
he
him
was
gone.
still there.
Yeah, but he was winning too.
Okay,
Winning and kind of losing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but he was still there.
If LaFleur had a losing record 3 years in a row in Green Bay, I don't think they would. I think he'd be gone after 2.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't
After
know
this
what you're
year,
talking about.
after this year,
Sirianni made the playoffs last year.
exactly.
Look at the freaking Steelers. The Steelers haven't won anything in like 10 years, and they still have freaking
Mike
Tomlin.
They make the playoffs because of Mike Tomlin.
Oh, I'd lose my
They
mind.
haven't made the playoffs or won anything.
They made it
in,
last year.
like,
How long
10
does
years.
How long does Staley last?
The Steelers made the playoffs last year?
Mhm.
Yes.
All 4 teams
Yes.
in the AFC North made it last year.
Holy smokes.
Yeah.
How the hell did the Steelers make the playoffs?
I think that was.
They lost to the Bills in the playoffs.
Okay.
But yeah, no, anyway, the whole thing about Nick Sirianni. But yeah, you're right. That was a good point you made there about the whole Philadelphia people. Like that's kind of how they act too. Maybe that's what they like about him. But still.
Yeah.
Anything else? Any other pro games? Supposedly this was the worst week for Vegas. Sportsbooks had a terrible weekend. There was all the favorites won, correct?
Basically,
Yeah. Chargers, Broncos. Got anything there? Oh, they almost
No,
blew it there at the
crushed
end
them.
of it.
We crushed them. Yeah, I wasn't even worried.
23-16.
Wasn't
Not-
even
Like
not
how
a-
Bo
not a-
Nix had 24 yards at halftime and then ends up having, what, 250 in trash time?
Yeah. The
Um,
Chargers, like, if we get healthy, we're like a tough team. We're kind of like the Steelers, but with a better quarterback.
Yep,
Like,
you're exactly right.
they're a team. The
I know.
Steelers are a
That's
team
why I
that I
said
don't
it.
like to gamble. Like the Steelers, Chargers, like
And the
Saints,
Colts. And the
like,
Colts.
those teams, like it's so hard to gamble on those teams because you just don't know anything about it. Like they show up a different team every week. So,
yeah, the Cowboys.
anything
No.
else? Oh, I'm pretty sure most bets were on the Lions in that game.
Yeah.
What else I got?
Go.
How was your
Nadal.
tennis guy?
My tennis guy.
Rafael Nadal. Happy retirement.
That's not my tennis guy. I don't like Rafael Nadal.
Yeah, you do.
No, I don't.
That's your
Yeah, you
favorite.
do.
That's your
No, it
favorite.
ain't.
That was
Yeah,
your
you
favorite.
said you
That
want
was-
to kiss him. You
Rafael
said you want
Nadal.
to kiss
Yeah.
him.
Yeah, right. That's your Rafael Nadal.
Nah, you want Federer though.
Yeah, I like Federer.
Nah,
I hated Nadal because he would whip
exactly.
Federer's ass.
I love Nadal.
Why's he retiring? He can still play.
Don't matter.
Oh well, he's probably got injuries, nagging injuries.
He always
Yeah.
retired.
Go, Hall.
When did he retire? Today?
No, like last week.
Damn.
Yeah.
You didn't
like,
know that?
No,
a
I
couple
didn't
days
know.
ago.
I
Really?
haven't seen it. No.
Yeah, he retired like
He
last
kind of
week.
fell off. He hadn't won a major in quite a while, but I don't know. I haven't been watching tennis very much. There's not a dominant player anymore in tennis. There's so many other good players that make it.
Alcaraz.
Or yeah, the one
Yeah.
that wins Wimbledon,
Yeah,
Alcaraz.
Alcaraz.
Even then, he's not like a lock.
I thought he was gonna be like-
good, but
I feel bad for Djokovic because he like makes it to the finals in all these tournaments and loses in the final. Didn't
Yeah.
Alcaraz beat him 2 years in a row at
Mhm.
Wimbledon? Yeah.
Yep.
See, I think that was the last tennis match I watched. Okay, we got anything else?
Apparently, during this game, Belichick went off on Woody Johnson and the Jets.
Oh,
Said
I
I'm
wanna
not
see that.
I'm not a big Jets fan. In case you don't know that, they've barely won over 30% in the last 10 years. The owner being the owner, ready, fire, aim.
Damn, somebody's sour.
Bill does not hold back. Is what it says. He was
I
on
like Bill Belichick now that he's
Hell
not a coach.
yeah,
Yeah.
dude. He's one of my favorites.
ready,
Oh, Rogers almost got him killed again.
Yeah.
He
ready,
almost
fire,
killed.
aim. What a saying.
Hey, what did he say it on the Manning cast or what?
Yeah, I said on the Manning cast.
Oh, Bill
Look
Belichick.
at
Do you think he
Rapp
wants
and
to
his
get back into
guardian hat.
coaching?
Yes.
Hell no.
They wouldn't let him because maybe this year he'll change his mind, but I think they didn't want Bill Belichick, the GM, because he's not, at this point in his career, he's not a good GM.
Yeah.
He proved that the last, 5 years of the Patriots, or 4 after Brady left, all those picks that he had, and I think he's a great developer and a great coach. I just don't know how good of a GM he is at this point in his life.
And he's going to want total control of whatever team. What are you doing? What are you doing?
Short armed it.
Wow.
Oh, my God. That's going to ruin your perfect record, Dustin.
Well, the Jets still have 3 timeouts.
What are you
Oh
doing,
my
Rodgers?
God, you're that ahead of me.
Oh, my God. Did he catch that, though? It looked like it might have hit the ground.
Look at this guy. Is that Mike Williams?
Yeah, it is.
No.
It is.
Freaking bum. No wonder.
They're crying on the
I
ground.
think Devontae's
I
on the.
know. Get him off the field.
Did you guys see the Kirby Smart thing that happened?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, we
I
forgot
forgot
to
about
cover
that.
that. In college football.
Scott, do you see
The
that?
Georgia Bulldogs were playing Mississippi State
Oh
this
my
weekend.
God, that's an interception.
Yeah, it is.
And Kirby Smart, I guess the
Dude,
quarterback
Mike
for
Williams is a bum.
Mississippi State. He hates Mike Williams.
Oh man.
I'll take Quentin Johnson over Mike Williams.
Now
any
he's
day.
coming around. He's coming around to QJ.
Oh
Yeah.
my God.
Scott, did you see Kirby Smart? What he did to that poor kid from Mississippi State? He's picking on a kid just because he goes to Mississippi State and not Georgia.
Yeah, what did he say? Did anyone ask him about that?
I don't know.
What was
I
his
haven't heard.
answer?
I just saw the video, but you saw the refs look at him like, did he really just fucking do that?
Yeah.
Let me
You
call-
ain't-
let me
Yeah,
call
yeah,
him
it was
up.
bad.
He had to have. He's
It
got to
was
get
a-
fined for that. Like that was. He pushed the
Yeah.
shit out of him too, man. And that quarterback just walked away from it like nothing.
Yeah, I know. I'm surprised he didn't make a bigger deal of that.
Yeah.
And then something actually would have came of it.
Mm-hmm. But have y'all heard anything come out about it?
I haven't heard anything yet.
That they're just going to sweep it under the rug?
A punishment or anything.
Yeah.
Because this game between Georgia and Texas is going to be the most viewed game
Exactly. I was
probably
like,
this year.
they're gonna suspend them after this game.
They'll suspend him or fine him. They'll probably put it on hold for now. So, the other thing I saw was on Pro Football. This was actually kind of a funny stat. The last 2 games, Deshaun Watson is 0 for 26 on his last 26 third downs.
God.
Hasn't converted a third down in 2 games.
Wow.
Yeah.
And he's
That's
20
unbelievable.
26
Terrible.
He is staying right there. He's
20
not moving. They're not gonna bench him.
26 for 26 and
Does he have a bad O line? Like, does he have a bad O line? Is his O line bad?
I don't think they're
No,
that bad.
He's terrible.
I don't think their offensive line's that bad.
Because I don't.
He's terrible.
James,
I'm-
I know. He's 0 for 26 on third down.
I know, but like, I'm just asking. I haven't really watched much of Browns football. I don't think anybody has, to be honest with you. There's not much to watch, but he can't just put it on the offensive line. You know,
No.
because they have to be pretty decent. I mean, they're professionals, for God's sakes.
No.
It's him. He's
Did
done.
you-
Who's gonna
did you
pick
not
this
see
guy
that
up?
last week when they were gonna go for it on 4th down and he was walking off the field?
So
Yes, he was pathetic.
they're gonna release him after this year, right? It just continues. Who's gonna pick him up?
how?
You can cut
Nobody.
him. They just got to eat the money. They're gonna have to pay.
Kind of like the Broncos
Yeah.
did with Wilson.
Yeah, it's got to happen.
Yeah.
That 26 for 26 wasn't a numbers thing. I thought it was like 26. Like
Oh my God! How
0
did
for
the Jets
26
not
on his
just
last
bug
26 third
Yeah.
down.
The box.
I thought it was like
Load the
26, like
box,
freaking
Jets.
accusals or whatever, court cases.
Oh yeah, all the chicks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was 24 actually though.
See, I
He-
thought
close.
that's what I thought it was going with. I was like, oh,
Yeah,
that's kind of clever, but
yeah. No, I don't remember how many court cases there
Doesn't
were.
he have 2 more pending right now, right?
see, make it 26,
There you
baby.
go.
Make it 26.
He's like 1 or 2 more pending right now.
Can we confirm if anybody's ever done that 0 for 26 on third down
I don't think that's not
or
happening.
26 in a row? Surely that hasn't. Yeah,
We have to watch the Scott Van Pelt Sports Center. They'll probably bring it up.
yeah.
Any bad beats for the weekend?
Bad beats. I had another 5-legger and I pushed on the damn Ravens game and, like you said, took half the fucking money
Yep, I told you.
just for pushing. And I hit another teaser too at the end of the day, but it didn't pay that much. Bad beats. What was the bad beat? Was there any bad beats?
Everyone lost their money on fucking
Ohio State minus
Ohio
3.
State.
I mean, it was close to covering, obviously, but
Hey, but Utah State, lock of the year. Lock of the year on Utah State.
Oh, lock it up. Put
Yeah.
the fucking lock emoji in there.
That backdoor cover that Utah State did, that usually we're on the receiving
on the
end of that.
opposite end.
And we actually were on the right side.
That Cam Rising is trying to get another year.
yeah,
Or
of
he got
eligibility.
granted
Well,
another
didn't Utah
year.
say they don't know if they're going to bring him back?
Dude's like freaking gonna be
Motherfucker,
50
you better be a
next
fucking
year, 30.
doctor or something.
They said they will consider
know.
bringing him back, is what Utah said. So
I want to bring him
Oh
back
my
now.
He hasn't
God,
won
why
shit.
would
Exactly.
want-
He hasn't
I
won
know,
shit.
He's not even that good.
He's trying to get the NIL money because he ain't going
The
to the
college
NFL
is like,
at 26.
Oh my
He's
God.
our age, right?
there was a time he was like up and coming, right? Like he was a Heisman
The year that
Heisman
the year
hopeful.
they played, who was it? Ohio State in the Rose Bowl.
in 2015.
It was a
He was in
shootout.
college in 2000.
They were playing against Jackson Smith and Jigba. I remember that.
That was like
oh,
2
were
years
they
ago.
playing against C.J. Stroud or what?
Yeah, actually.
Marvin Harrison Jr.
No. They were playing against who's that guy the backup who came in and won them the national championship for Ohio State?
Oh, yeah, the guy that said he's the one that said we don't play school, we play football here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who
The
was
big
it?
guy. He was a big
Yeah,
old boy
I
at quarterback.
Oh yeah,
He was good.
that fucking
Number
He went to
He
the
was number
NFL,
12.
didn't do anything.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
called him 12 gauge.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know you're talking about.
Kimbo
It
Slice?
started with a C.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cordell. Oh,
Cordell, yeah.
Cordella Patterson.
Something.
Oh,
Cordell
No.
Faddis.
it was.
Something like that.
I think it's
Yes, I know.
Cordell. It starts with an S.
Yeah.
I forgot
Smith.
his name.
Cordell Smith. Is that it?
Yeah, maybe.
No, it's
No,
Anyways.
it's not. It would
Yeah,
ring
he
a bell.
didn't pan out, but
No.
Yeah.
I would take him over Dak Prescott right now.
Chargers signing Eli Apple. Would you take Eli Apple over Dak Prescott?
Yeah, I'll take an apple, an apple. I
Oh,
get
fucking happy trails to fucking Aiden Hutchinson.
Oh man, that was bad.
What a shitty way for that to happen too. You're up 34-6 at that point. Still playing hard. Hey, he went out doing what he loved. Did they just score? Oh no, that was a replay. He actually got the sack, snapped his
Did
leg.
you actually see that?
Yes.
What's it called? The Lions are in the market for a D. They're gonna try to go after Max Crosby, from what I understand. Max Crosby or even
Shit.
Miles Garrett.
I would if I was them.
Yeah.
Being how it's like they're kind of making a Super Bowl push right now.
Oh yeah, this has to be the year for the Lions.
Yeah. I
But
mean,
until they run into Green Bay, marking the days on the calendar.
Look at this guy.
Send Max Crosby to the Packers right
They're
now.
gonna run it or something. Like there's a third down. This is for the game right here.
And I just got a report
this is
saying
for
the
the
Cowboys are linked to Bill Belichick.
really?
Yeah, there's a report about it on Bleacher Report.
Wow.
Ooh, what would you say?
Oh wow.
That's it. That's game.
Ball game.
I told you they were gonna run it. He was gonna run it.
All right. Looks like Vegas is gonna have a worse week because they said if the Bills win this game, then it's gonna fuck them over a lot.
So I went what,
Did you see
13 and
this?
1?
13-1.
This
yeah.
guy had a freaking 15 leg parlay to win 36,000, and his last game was the Jets to win.
Oh, there's your
And
bad
he
beat.
was letting it ride.
Guess what?
He was letting it ride too.
You tied Scott.
Who?
Oh really?
Scott's 13-1 now.
Oh really?
Yep.
What was I? 10-3.
Yeah.
I had the
Who
Bills
did I
right.
lose? Who did I lose?
You only lost one game,
No,
which
no,
was
we'll
the
check it.
Thursday night game.
Okay, we're way over
Oh.
now. All right,
Dude, and
guys
that's
and
'cause I
girls.
shouldn't
And that's
have
it.
him pick them.
Are you all ready?
Yeah.
We got to get out of here, Scott. I'm going to play the outro.
All right, later.
Later, bud. That's Scott. What a guy. He hates Mike Williams. What a bum.
I think that guy hates life right now.
Yeah.
Rogers?
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like he does.
Hey, now what's the record for coaches getting fired?
Something in 1,
Yeah.
right?
Remember he said last show, take the Jets. Take the Jets.
Yep.
The Jets had opportunities to win, so I don't want to hear nothing. I bet Robert Sala's laughing right now in
Oh,
his recliner.
it was the Jets +1, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I thought.
Okay, guys, check out our interview with Coach Bennett. We'll have it out. Hopefully, have it out tomorrow. And hear the good things he had to say. George West, they're back. The Horns are back. Horns are back. Here we go. We'll see you guys next time.